George, there's a lot of confusion with foods about safety, healthy, best by. I read something in America, they're going to overhaul the best by or use by dates because there's a lot of confusion. People assume that it's going to go off past the use by date.
I know.
Often it means nothing like that at all. It's just the manufacturer is saying it might be best by that date. So certainly most things that says use by X.
Yeah.
Probably if you use it the next day, it hasn't turned into a pumpkin. It's not going to kill you.
Exactly.
Perishables, excluded.
I remember I was not using the milk in the fridge much, so I'd close it tight and I wouldn't use it for days. It lasted for a week and a half after its expiry.
Yeah. But people sort of say, soft drinks, for example, are not good for you. How come we're still allowed to sell them and should we even tax them?
Well, I mean, they're pretty bad. I mean, how much sugar can you put in something?
Well, it's unlikely you'd put 10 or 11 teaspoons of sugar into a cup of coffee, but that's what you get in a can of soft drink.
Yes.
One can of soft drink, if you have one on your birthday or at Christmas, you know what? I don't think it's the end of the world. I really don't think it's a problem.
Sure?
If you buy a carton every week, and as some people do, have a litre or so per day, then that's a different situation. It's not going to kill you there and then. So people say, is it safe? Well, it's the wrong question.
Yeah.
Because you can have a can of soft drink, you have a bottle of soft drink. No, you're not going to die or expire on the spot. And it's not toxic, so it's not poisonous. But that's a different thing to saying that it's good for the body to have that, when perhaps we should be drinking water like we've got in front of us here. So how much you use of these things is also a factor, as we spoke about. But safe and good for you are not the same things. And then things that are labelled as healthy, particularly low fat being labelled as healthy, is meaningless. The fact that it's low fat is absolutely pointless. And we've spoken about fats and sugars in the diet, but it's been promoted as healthy because of this flawed idea about fats in the diet. And then you have this government system. They used to have ticks, now they've got stars. The next thing will be elephant stamps, I suspect, which rates foods, and if it's not got a lot of fat and not got a lot of salt, then it'll get a high rating, but it's absolutely pointless. And I'm a very big critic of the star system because it's actually misleading.
How is it misleading?
For that exact reason, that if it's low in fat and low in sugar, low in fat and low in salt, it will get a higher rating, even if it's quite high in sugar.
Joe.
So that's why you see breakfast cereals, sweet breakfast cereals can get 4 stars.
Oh, that's scary.
But you know what? An apple doesn't have a star system. A pack of chicken breasts that you get doesn't have a star label. Neither does a lamb chop, neither do carrots. Because you know what they are. So the only reason we have this star system is people say, well, what's actually in this food? Well, if you don't really know what's in it, and it doesn't really look like
it's
anything
already on the wrong scale.
There's already a bit of a question mark over it. Again, if you do it from time to time, it's not a problem. So people say, well, yeah, it's safe, but it's a meaningless thing. Do we need to tax it? No, look, people have to make their own decisions. And this notion of a sugar tax is the latest sort of buzzword. It's quietly replaced the notion of a fat tax because people are sort of, in a very roundabout way, partially acknowledging their errors from the past. But adding 2 cents to a can of soft drinks is not going to stop people drinking it. And people do have to make their own decisions. It's not up to the government to tell you how to live your life and every aspect of it. In fact, people are getting fed up. And in different ways, we see this in some of the political machinations that are going on. But people are really being fed up with every aspect of their life being told what to do. And not only what to do, but generally what they're doing is wrong.
Joe, can I give your book a plug?
Please do.
DIY Health.
Yeah.
What I liked about that book was bringing back the responsibility for your health with your lifestyle choices and understanding what you call the 8 pillars of health, which is it's not just about food, it's not just about exercise, but it's about your relationships, it's about the air that you breathe, it's about the quality of sleep, and it's about time. And I think what we should do in future Healthy Minded episodes is go through the pillars.
Yeah,
and really
have a chat about those.
Really talk about what it means to take charge of your health. Because this leaning on government to protect us and to make it hard for us to hurt ourselves is just so ridiculous.
Well, they can't. I mean, it's been shown, despite pool fences and legislated pool fences, the number of drownings is actually going up. is, you know what, there's no substitute for actually keeping an eye on your kids.
Yeah.
And these are tragic cases, of course, not in any way belittling it, but the idea that the government can stop it, and the idea that the government can determine what you choose to put into your mouth, or whether you choose to drive go through the drive-through or drive by the drive-through, you know what? It's up to the individual.
Well, what I like about what you've said is that whenever you see a rating system, food should not be convoluted enough where you need to be guided, because already it's loaded with assumptions that are proven to be incorrect, like low fat, the nonsense of low fat. So as far as I'm concerned, when I'm shopping now, if I see any rating like that, I'm going, well, that's not the kind of food I'm interested in.
Pretty much ignore the rating system.
That makes it easy for me. Thank you.
Good stuff, George.
We hope you enjoyed the video, and if you like Healthy Minded, please subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Yeah, and share with your friends. Please put comments below whether you agree, disagree, if you've got topics you'd like for the future. And until next time, stay healthy minded.